3, 2, 1, go!
Amazon let me down. GameStop didn't have it. I went to Walmart, one copy. I got it. We did it. Hey guys, Max92, welcome back to another tryout. Today's tryout is on
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
probably too shiny to see it properly because of the reflections. But we're just going to set this here next to the Switch. I pre-ordered this game like a couple days before it came out. It came out on a Tuesday, so it came out last Tuesday, so I couldn't do it for the show because I didn't have enough scheduled turnaround time. But also, physical copies are hard to get, and so didn't technically come out some places until Friday. It's been a bit of a mess in terms of the physical release, but I found one at Walmart, like in the physical Walmart, so here it is. Canceled my Amazon order, got it in front of me. Literally did this as of recording yesterday, so I played a little bit. Probably, I'd say like 2 hours or so. And I'm going to start with the negatives here because you'll hear a lot about the negatives online, and I want to end with the positives. So the main negative is it lacks content. Not in that, like, there are 20 characters and 20 stages. There's sort of plenty there, but there's not a lot in terms of modes or customization, and there's not like items or voice acting, stuff like that. There's some of the detail stuff is a little missing, but I think it has like kind of it's complicated because it's like there are definitely things that could be here. You have 3 modes to play in like regular single player or local co-op versus stock, timed, and then the sort of sports, which was, I think, Slap Ball is what it was called in Slap City. And there's just not a lot of, from what I can tell, tweaking you can do to the settings for those. There's, like I said, there's no items. There are some stage hazards. I don't know if you can turn them off. I didn't really look too far into it, but there wasn't anything that obvious that stood out to me as being able to tweak these sort of things. So it's sort of missing a lot of the stuff that is expected in at least a Smash Brothers game, but not like, I don't know how standard it is to the platform fighter genre. Also, since it's so early, the character balance is still kind of all over the place. I don't think I have footage of this because it was after I did my recording session, but there was a situation where I was fighting against Sandy, like a level 9 Sandy computer, and her like lasso grab is sort of ridiculous, and there was some like situations where I was basically instant teleports you to Sandy, and it's a bit crazy and a bit disorienting. I'm sure there's other balance issues as well. I've heard Patrick is basically unplayably bad in terms of competitive meta or whatever. And for the last thing is it's sort of, there's something about the UI that feels a little bit cheap. It's not like terrible, but there's something about it that it just doesn't, it feels very minimalist and like there's just not a lot there. And I feel like that, especially since there are 2 characters that were intended to be in the game at launch that will be added as like free DLC post-launch, it feels to me like maybe this game could have had a little more time for development, been given a little more time for development by either the publisher or the rights holder or whoever made that specific decision. I'm one to blame Nickelodeon for things, so I imagine that any of that might be Nickelodeon's fault, but I don't know. for sure. That's just my sort of feel of it. However, this game is really fun regardless of all of that. Like, the gameplay is a very, very solid starting point for all of this. Like, as I mentioned, it would always be nicer for the starting point to be even better, but the developers have been on record saying that they're going to, as long as they can, continue to work on this and improve it over time in the hopes that this can be like a serious fighting game, you know, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl at like EVO or whatever. And in my opinion, it started in an alright place. It's not like garbage, but it's not perfect or great necessarily. But it started in a really decent place, and as far as I can tell, there's only up from here. Like, maybe if you're considering getting it, you might want to hold off for a little bit so that some of the, at the very least, the 2 post-launch characters come out, some of the balance gets fixed, maybe some new modes are added in, but like, it's still pretty alright as it stands. I don't know about single-player content. There are arcade ladders for each character, but they don't have like specific character-specific interactions or anything like that. It's sort of just like, you're fighting a character and here's a bunch of maps and you got some choices along the way for which character you fight, but like, it's not that complex. It does unlock like profile icons for online, music to listen to in the jukebox, screenshot gallery type stuff. Those do get unlocked along the way through playing ladder and stuff. But there's not like a Subspace Emissary or a World of Light like you'd have in Smash Brawl or Smash Ultimate. So there's not like a, or even like the adventure mode that was in Slap City. There's not anything that single player specific in here. But like I said, all I can see is up for this game, improving over time. So with that, and because I have a lot of nostalgia for most of these Nickelodeon properties, I give it a pass. It's not just nostalgia. Like I said, it is fun. I had a very good time with my couple hours playing it, and I recommend it even in the state it is. But like I said, you might want to wait a little bit until, if you're looking for physical copies, until physical copies actually exist in, you know, a more abundant fashion. But like, it's good. I recommend it. So that's the video. Go in the description, you can get my links to all my places: Twitter, Discord, Patreon, Bandcamp, my Redbubble shop. Down in the description. Click the links, go to the places, follow them, do the things you do there. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. If you want to keep up with this and other shows, I do song covers, I do various stuff. I have, again, I keep mentioning it, I have some bigger videos in the pipeline that I've been working on for a while that will hopefully come out sometime soon. So if you want to keep up with this, subscribe, leave a comment. What do you think about this thing? Have you played it yet? Have you gotten your hands on it yet? Did you get a physical or digital copy? Let me know in the comments. And share the video if you want to tell your friends about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I'm actually reviewing a pretty new game, so you might actually want to do that. Do the things. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Player 2 defeated. The results are in, and the winner is Lincoln Loud.